Welcome. So we're doing a bit more Midnight Hunt quick draft. This should be my 12th attempt. My last couple, I managed to go 7 and 2 with I think it was a green-white deck. No, that's wrong. It was a blue-white deck with Grafted Identity. I think, yeah, a couple of other decent bombs as well in that deck. And then we've gone 2 and 3 with a zombie deck. And I think I'd not actually played a zombie deck before, just because I find in quick draft the bots do go for the zombie cards quite a lot. But this is looking good. Adeline, Resplendent Cathar. I mean, I just lost to this card in Constructed the other day. I had no answer to it. I was typically playing a low removal deck, and yeah, this just ran over me. So this seems like a very, very good pick. It's quite a commitment to white. White is pretty good in this set. So this synergizes really well with a token strategy. That's right, you get a 1-1 whenever you attack. You don't have to attack with Adeline to get the trigger. And I notice we have Beloved Beggar in the uncommon slot here. And Cathar's cool as well. So this guy's a pretty good wall in the early game, just a 0-4. And then late game you've got a 4-4 flyer for 6. Which, with Vigilance, so basically a Serra Angel. That seems very good. Cathar's cool though. It's an enchant creature, so it's risky. They could have instant removal in response. But it gives your creature vigilance. That could be relevant. And it gives you a 1-1 token every end step. In your end step. So that seems pretty darn good. But maybe slightly risky. Whereas this guy's definitely a low risk card. Got the Ambusher that can come into play and do damage based on the number of vampires you have. The Witch can get flying. Sanctifier lets you sort of look at the top of your deck and dump one of the 2 cards there. Lunarch Veteran is good. This is a decent common, so you gain a life, and then it's coming back as a 1-1 flyer. So that's pretty good. Unruly Mob's pretty good. And then for the zombies, we've got the Larder Zombie and the Siege Zombie. These aren't amazing enough that they'd be better than going with the Adeline plan. Brimstone Vandal, Perforated part of the festival. Evolving Wilds, you can always feels quite good picking Evolving Wilds in the first pack. So you're set up to pivot in pack 2 or 3 if you get a really good bomb. At least you've got some mana fixing. But I like these 2 white uncommons. We'll go with the low risk one. We'll go with the Beloved Beggar. It's a solid 2-drop creature that just helps us stay alive. You always need a lot of 2-drop creatures. Heirloom Mirror. I did pick this last time, but I did not play it. It's a lot of faff to actually get this creature out. I respect anyone who plays this card and gets it to work, though. Because maybe it's really good. It's a 2-drop that eventually becomes a 4-4 flyer. It's just it's taxing you every turn you want to progress it, which might be a problem. kind of overlooking the Purifying Dragon here. This is just amazing, right? 2 red and 4/3 flying, and it pings every time it attacks, and it does 2 damage to a zombie if it's a zombie. So seems really, really, really good. Maybe we're going white-red. We've got Join the Dance. Now, my instinct is to not be as excited about this card as the Purifying Dragon, but maybe this is, in its own way, just as good. Green and white pair up quite well. This is a 2-drop that gives you 2 creatures, and then it's when you run out of things to do, it's 2 more 1/1 creatures, which helps bump up our Adeline. So maybe this is really good. We ignore the dragon. I don't know. Mob, Amalgam, Moonrager Slash is really good. I quite like the Bird Admirer as well. There's a chance Join the Dance would wheel around. I don't think the bots rate it that highly. I think Purifying Dragon's the best card, so we'll take it. Right, Firmament Sage is good. That lets you draw cards. Storm Skrillex. Yeah. That's a pretty good 5-drop. Do we want to go into blue, though? As well as red. And spells as well. It kind of goes with a spells deck. It's probably the best card in the pack, though. Grizzly Ghoul. It's good. Soulguide Griff. Big solid flyer, 3/4. It is common. You do see a lot of these swing around. Now, if you look at the kind of draft deck templates, you can only it suggests between 0 and 2 5-drops, right? You can't ignore the fact this is a 5-drop. We've already got 1 5-drop. So based on that, you know, I tend to overrate 5-drops, and I kind of want to grab all the 5-drops, but it doesn't make for a consistent deck. So I've got to kind of maybe pick that later, because I do see a Moonrager Slash, and that is early game. That is just good. We probably play it on turn 3, but it's decent. Okay, dissipate. No, thank you. Vampire that pumps other vampires, or pumps any vampire, can pump itself up. So that seems like a good uncommon. Now we've got white cards, we've got a red card here. So this is the gain control of a creature. And you get to scry. We're not that excited by this at all. Ritual Guardian. I think this is a solid 3-drop. On some occasions it can get lifelink, which is pretty cool. But Unruly Mob is another 2-drop. Stuff Bear's a 2-drop as well. This helps you get Coven, because not many things have power 4. I suppose we do have a Purifying Dragon. But what do I like the best out of this lot? It would be nice to have a 2-drop, but I like the Ritual Guardian a bit better, I think. Unruly Mob, it's better when you've got control over the creatures that are dying if you're sacrificing your own creatures, which we don't really do in white-red too much, so I think, yeah, ignore the mob. It's between Stuffed Bear and the Ritual Guardian. We'll take the Ritual Guardian. Okay. Bit of mana fixing with the Moon Silver Key. It's another 2-drop. It's possible. Clarion Cathars are cool, especially with Coven. These can gives you a 3/3 and a 1/1. Then we've got the Stolen Vitality, which is a good combat trick, I think. So on the attack, no, on your turn things get trample. On your opponent's turn it gives first strike. That might be quite good, but I think I favour getting more creatures over combat tricks, so we'll go for the Cathars. We don't have a 4-drop specifically yet, so that's probably a good option. Right, Ardent Elementalist, another 4-drop will Burn the Accursed, 5-drop removal. Yeah, Burn the Accursed is pretty good. I kind of want the Elementalist because it's a 4-drop rather than a 5-drop. I feel like we might get another Burn the Accursed, but maybe we're more likely to get another Elementalist. I'll take Burn the Accursed here. We've got our 2 5-drops. Right, another Unruly Mob. Mounted Dread Knight, Farmer, or Stuffed Bear. So this is another 5-drop. I think we try to ignore the 5-drops now. Stuffed Bear's a 2-drop. That'll do. Okay, Blessed Defiance. I think this is a good combat trick. But then we've got Sun Gold Barrage as well, which is good removal. Got a 4-drop creature. In a way, these are both conditional removal things. But I'll go with the Sun Gold Barrage. We don't have one yet. Right, Sanctifier, Unruly Mob. Not that excited by. Brimstone Vandal. That does direct damage and it's got Menace. It's got Evasion as well. This gives you card selection with the Day-Night cycle. I quite like Evolving Wilds. I think the Brimstone Vandal is just good enough to pick. Raise the S effigy. Yeah, sideboard that. Tavern Ruffian. That's a 4-drop creature. That's not bad. I think sideboard that. Okay, Stolen Vitality. Playable. Let's take it. Okay, Primal Adversary. Thank you very much. We are, of course, we are drafting for the collection, so that's why we're taking that. Okay, I think we're very solidly committed to white-red so far. I'm not going to go into werewolves with this guy. Candletrap's good removal. And I'm going to guess there's nothing better than Candletrap. Yeah, Candletrap is good. Odric's Outrider. I feel like that's a good 4-drop as well. We're getting a lot of 4-drops though. I think you can play about 4 4-drops in a draft deck. I'm going to consult my my notes. But Odric's Outrider, I think it's one of the better 4-drops. That's uncommon. Yeah, between 2 and 5 4-drops is what we want to play. Digraph Rebirth, another Naturalist, Flare of Faith. We've probably quite a few humans actually. Yeah, we do have 5 humans, so might be kind of a relevant card. Abandon the Post, Ardent Elementalist. We're looking out for another one of these, but maybe it'll wheel around. I think I like Odric's Outrider a bit more, because that's a good trigger. So that's whenever any one of your creatures dies, you get to pump something up. Right, Candlegrove Witch. I think it's time to start thinking about these because, as usual, we're pretty short on 2-drops. One of them's a combat trick, so it doesn't really count. Clarion Cathars. Search Party Captain, however, is very, 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 very good. I think we have to take this. Okay, there's a lot of red I can see here. Cathartic Pyre, I think that's just the best one. 3 damage to anything. Ooh, Moonrager Slash as well. Also 3 damage to... well... that's also discard 2, draw 2. Which is the best one here? Let's go with the Cathartic Pyre. Celestus Sanctifier. Is it better than a Silverbolt here? I kind of like... I don't hate this card. I like the white-red day-night cycle thing. I guess it's a... we'll just look at the... yeah, we've got 5 3-drops. We'll count Moonrager Slash as a 3-drop, I think. Guess between... you want about 6 3-drops, so we're almost there with 3-drops. I think a Silverbolt, probably better, just about. Right, Sungold Barrage. We've already got one of these. I think you don't want too many. I think just one is good. We've got, I think Brimstone Vandal is really good, so I think we take that one. Voldaren Stinger is actually very good, and because the 4 slots kind of filled up. Yeah, it's basically filled up now. We can take this aggressive 1-drop. Flame Channeler. Right, we need spells that deal damage to transform this, and I think we can fulfill that. We have, I think, 3 spells that do damage, so that might be good. Otherwise it's Electric Revelation, which I'm not that excited by. Yeah, we'll see if we can make the Flame Channeler work. Okay, this goes in the... there's absolutely no chance we'll be playing this. I think I'll just take this for the collection. Right, I was talking about Ardent Elementalist. Could have another big... we could have a big 4-drop, we could have the Abandon the Post, we could have another Stuffed Bear. Probably don't have enough 2-drops yet, but I think I just like Ardent Elementalist more than Stuffed Bear. Okay, another 4-drop. Oh, that's nice. So we get a red rare, Light Up the Night. It's an X damage spell, and you can flash it back. But you have to have a Planeswalker. I think that's still playable. We'd love to take Sunrise Cavalier, but I'm going to take this rare. Bridge Tracker, lovely. Yeah, let's have one of those for the collection. Because really, we have got a deck here now. Now we're just trying to tune it up and improve it. Right, the deck template I'm looking at here. It says you want 2 1-drops, 7 2-drops, so we're short on 2-drops. 6 3-drops, which is perfect, and 4 4-drops, 3 5-drops, and 1 6+. So actually, there is room for, I suppose, the excess 4-drops kind of take up those slots. We could definitely get some more 2-drops, but we just really have to see what's available. We like Morning Patrol. This is a value card. Turns into a 2/1 flyer with vigilance. That's significant. I think that's just a good card. Is it better than Immolation? It's not a spell that does damage. It's got that disadvantage, so it doesn't flip a Flame Channeler. Maybe that's what we're gonna start thinking about. Synergy with Flame Channeler. But there's so many removal cards that don't do damage. That's just a bit of a problem. I think we had enough 3-drops, didn't we? But so we got to think in terms of upgrading. I think I'll take Morning Patrol. I think it's better than at least one of these cards. Probably better than Ritual Guardian, I would guess. Oh, that's nice. We've got the red-white burn spell, Sacred Fire, which deals damage, goes well with Flame Channeler. It's kind of almost the perfect spell. It's a 2-drop as well, in a way, so that's lovely. Very, very happy to see that. We can go Brimstone Vandal again. And we probably want it more than Silverbolt and Stuffed Bear. Yeah, I'll go with the Brimstone Vandal. Yeah, we've got too many 3-drops, but another Flame Channeler, you say? Well, well, well. Yes, please. Another good 2-drop, basically. This is a spell that does damage. Neonate's Rush, so I think we pick this one. We've got 2 Flame Channelers. Festival Crasher. We're not an instants and sorceries deck though, are we? It's 7 instants, 1 sorcery. It's a 2-drop. We like 2-drops. We've already got a Ritual Guardian. We're overcommitted to 3-drops. I think we'll take a Festival Crasher, even if it's terrible. Okay, alright, Blessed Defiance seems quite good. Flare of Faith seems quite good. Abandon the Post, it's good when you're winning, otherwise it's not very good. We've got 11 humans. 11 humans. So Flare of Faith is slightly better. Can protect a human. For example, Adeline is a human. This gives you a chunk of maybe life gain and a 1/1 flyer. Maybe this is a Flare of Faith deck. I think maybe we take that one. It's a bit more, feels a bit more positive to play that. This is a human. Turns into a 4/4. It's another 3-drop. We could go for another instant. We've got so many 3-drop thingies. In fact, we've got 6 3-drop creatures. We don't need another one. Okay, sideboard that. Probably won't play it, but we may as well take that. Other stuff bear, why not? Tapping out the window in the sideboard. Okay. And we have I guess a boros aggro deck here with flame channelers. Now, we've got 2 flame channelers, so that's starting to get to be, you know, a build around card. Has to be a spell that we control that deals damage. So what we can do is, I think I'm gonna just cut removal spells that don't do damage, and then we'll see where we are. Keep all the ones that do damage, cut the ones that don't do damage. That definitely does damage. Okay. Doesn't do damage. Sungold Barrage doesn't do damage. Get rid of it. I'm not sure how we deal with big creatures if we're not using those cards, but at least we're flipping our Flame Channeler. Yeah, okay, that's a first pass. So, is there anything we're distraught about dropping out of the deck? I think the one I like most is Candletrap. It's very cheap and it keeps me alive. I don't really care that they still have a blocker. I'm not bothered about that. And then I can get Coven and finish the job and remove the blocker. So I'd like to put that back in maybe. But if we look at our deck template again, we are down to 2 1-drops. That was part of the deck template. Seven 2-drops, 6 3-drops, 4 4-drops, 2 5-drops, and 1 6-drop. Right, so we'll drop a 2-drop and a couple of 3-drops, I guess. I think I already know which 2-drop I'm dropping. It's going to be the Stuffed Bear. It's a bit too mana intensive. I mean, imagine drawing 2 Stuffed Bears. You'd be stuffed. Yeah, and yeah, I quite like that. Which 2 3-drops would we drop? I mean, Neonate's Rush, it feels terrible, but at least it's flipping a Flame Channeler. What are we not cutting? We're not cutting Adeline. This guy's good value. This guy kind of relies on Coven to be good. Probably cuttable. One Vandal cuttable. Yeah, okay. Then we keep everything else. See, I don't know if I like Famished Foragers and Tavern Ruffian that much. It's certainly a big creature, the Tavern Ruffian. I'm going to say, I don't know actually. It's Famished Foragers. If we can ping someone for damage, we get a big refund. Brimstone Vandal's pretty good at pinging people for damage. So I'd say you could drop Tavern Ruffian and put Brimstone Vandal in. You could drop Famished Foragers and put the Ritual Guardian in. Maybe that would kind of make logical sense. Yeah, I think it's drop the big creature and put in another Brimstone Vandal. So it will be a bit lower to the ground. Right, I think I'll call that end of part 1, and I'll have a little think about the deck. But I'm pretty pleased how we've managed to cut that down quite easily. Right, see you in part 2, and thanks for watching so far. And welcome back. So I've finalised the deck. I think I've made one change. So I've cut Voldaren Stinger, and I've put in my favourite removal spell, Candletrap. So I kind of looked at my deck. I've got Beloved Beggar in the 2-drop slot. So I'm not a very aggro deck. I've got some mana sinks. I've got Stuffed Bear already. So Voldaren Stinger is another mana sink you can play on turn 1. I've had problems dealing with this card. That's why I picked it. But I think I prefer having the Candletrap, to be brutally honest. I think my deck isn't aggressive enough for Voldaren Stinger. It's just a bit more mid-rangey. So I mean, there's one other argument for the Stinger is I'm running Neonate's Rush, so I can make that can make Neonate's Rush a bit cheaper. But I think it's kind of a marginal kind of thing. Yeah, I think I'm happy with the deck as it is. We've got 15 creatures. We've got some burn spells. I've just changed the land to 9 planes because of Adeline. It's slightly bad because we've actually got 15 red cards and only 8 white. So it's just I like... Okay, well, we can address that, I suppose. We could pop in another Ritual Guardian. That would be for a Brimstone Vandal. But I like Brimstone Vandal too much. I think we'll roll the dice and just see how it goes. I guess we do have Purifying Dragon as another double red card. But yeah, if you play a double casting cost card of 2 white and 1, to have a 90% chance of playing that on curve, you need to be running 12 white sources. So we've only got 9 for the 1 red and 2 slot. To play that on curve, you want 9 red sources, and we've only got 8. But so it's probably more like an 80-85% chance we can play these on curve. So I think I'm willing to take that risk, I think. And Adeline, it might end up coming out on turn 5 or 6. It might take a little while to get the second white, but I think it's worth the wait. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll just go for it now. Add that to decks. Okay, good. We've got white and red. We've got double white. That's very nice to see. We've got a couple of 2-drops and a 3-drop. And one of the expensive removal spells. Purifying Dragon. Of course, we'll need 2 red for that. So no 2-drop from my opponent. Play the Channeler. Okay, we've got double red. That's pretty exciting. Let's play a plains. No, let's play the mountain. And we'll just swing with the Channeler like that. Gets through, and we'll play Brimstone Vandal. Oh, counterspell. Yeah, there's 3 mana counterspell. Flip the switch. It's called. Just going in, hitting me with a zombie, fair enough. It's 2 damage. Gotta say, it feels loud. Right, he has a Bat Whisperer and a little bat. This, when a spell you control deals damage, transform Flame Channeler. Okay. Right. It'll be Sacred Fire on the Bat Whisperer then. Very good, and we'll swing in the Embodiment of Flame. Oh, okay, it's going to chomp block with the bat. Okay, and then I'll play a Stuffed Bear. Of course, we don't have, we haven't got a day-night cycle because that got countered. Oh, Diagraph Horde. So that's a really good card. He's taken my my sacred thingy. Okay, options here. Purifying Dragon. Don't attack. Burn the Accursed on the Horde and attack for 3. He's just got a forest there. This will also do 2 damage to him, so this gets him down to 13, which is quite scary for him. And he might use his removal on the Embodiment of Flame rather than the Purifying Dragon. That's what I'm thinking. I think I like Burn the Accursed on this creature. And let's attack. one zombie getting in for 2. He's got 4 cards left, he's got 5 mana, he can probably do anything. Arrogant Outlaw, yeah, so 2-point life drain. Pretty solid. I think... How about Moonrager's Slash on the Outlaw? Get a token on the Embodiment of Flame. Activate the bear. Swing for 7. I think I've only got 2 5-drops in the deck. Okay, startling me. So it's only 5 damage. So that's... I think it's big. It's pretty big that I've hit both my 5-drops. Oh, right, that's nice. Can get his zombie kind of thing going. Right, so he can't stop the stuffed bear very well. I'm going to play him out. No, let's... I'm kind of curious. Let's use the Embodiment of Flame. Okay, cool. Let's play that Plains. Okay, that's pretty good. That's good enough. I think don't attack with a stuffed bear this turn. Just attack with Embodiment of Flame. Corpse Cobble. Okay, right. So he's going to get a 5/5. Pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to use this. Okay, we hit a mountain. And I've slightly misplayed here because now well, maybe it wasn't a misplay, but we wanted to use that token, but now we can't play the dragon. We've got to play Beloved Beggar instead. And end the turn. Can't play that, of course. So, he's got Corpse Cobble, 1 other card left. This has got Menace, so we'd have to chuck the bear in the way. And we'd lose 1 of them. He'd probably kill the bear, actually, wouldn't he? Okay, over to my turn. Okay. I'll play the dragon. But I guess we've got 2 lands off the top with the Embodiment of Flame tokens. Oh, that's good, yeah. We want to play Adeline. Now, got 7 mana. If he does another counter spell, that is 4. Just thinking, do I need to play the land? I think I will play the land. Okay, so flip the switch. We'll auto-pay for that. And attack with a Purifying Dragon. Yeah. Okay, that was pretty good. I'm impressed with how my deck performed there. Next one. Oh wow. Very nice. We've got white and red. That is a good start. We don't have double red for the dragon yet. Oh, Death Bonnet Sprout. That's impressive. I want to blow this up immediately, but so it's going to become a 3/3. So that's a sign of a good 1/1. I want to explode it. So that's what you call a good start. That's a 1-drop and a 2-drop. If I do nothing, he becomes a 3/3. So the Death Bonnet Sprout is going to be a problem in the future. If I do nothing now, that becomes a 3/3, so it becomes a problem now. Yeah, let's on balance blow up the Liberator, because we don't have a 2-drop. We've run into what we call an aggro rollout, and he's popped Lunarch Veteran. Right? He's had a good hit with the Death Bonnet Sprout there. So I've got a dilemma rather than a problem. Oh, and he's got a nice... So he's got green-white self-mill, so that's going to be flipping next turn. That's pretty sweet. Okay, we'll play a Brimstone Vandal. And that is an absolute monster. Right, then you can start exiling creature cards, and that's going to grow every turn. And he's suddenly got two big creatures to get through with. And he has Rise of the Ants as well. Yeah, we're getting absolutely destroyed here. It's fair to say. We could... Okay, I have a plan. I'm going to attack with my Brimstone Vandal, because then that makes famished foragers become good if I do that. I believe that is how that works. 3 mana, another Brimstone Vandal. Lovely. And that becomes a 4/4. That's just going to get bigger and bigger and more terrifying. And we'd absolutely love to trade it off for Famished Foragers, but I may not be allowed to have that option. But we'll go for it. And we're down to 8. He's going to gain some life. Soul Guide Gryph. Okay, nice. Right. So we could Purifying Dragon to block a Soul Guide Gryph. We could Burn the Accursed, because if he's got removal, he gets through with 4 damage in the air. He's got Rise of the Ants coming as well, which is pretty terrifying. I think this option, Burn the Accursed, preserves my life total a little bit more. Let's do no attacks. And got no better option than to double block there. See if he's... Okay, that's a trade-off. That's pretty happy to see that happen. But he's got another Rise of the Ants, so he's actually got 2 in the graveyard now that can... So it's flashback for 8. Flashback for 8. Purifying Dragon, unfortunately, just trades off with an ant, because it's only got 3 toughness. Beloved Beggar's a good wall, but we can't play that and a Purifying Dragon, which is just terrible. Are we literally going to trade off? I don't know, maybe, well, we can kill the Luminous Phantom, right, and take 6. That's about the size of it. Okay, let's do that. Let's do no attacks. Interesting, okay, he's not attacking with the Phantom, so he's not even going to give me that blocking option. Okay, I guess we'll block like that. First time playing against Rise of the Ants. Of course, they've got... he has 2 of them, which is terrifying. So this guy is going to be just blocking the Ants. I think... Does the Brimstone Vandal just swing in? Yeah, I think it might as well. It's not blocking. It probably should have been swinging in every turn. Oh dear, that's 8 mana, so yeah. Yeah. It's just absolutely terrifying, really. Okay, right. To cast this twice would be 8 mana, and we're on 7 mana, which is a shame. And there's another Rise of the Ants coming to look forward to. Okay, Brimstone Vandal on that one. 2 blockers. Sacred Fire on that ant. Down to 1. I mean, this was a pretty insanely good rollout. Death Bonnet Sprout, Outland Liberator, Eccentric Farmer, dumping a Rise of the Ants in the graveyard. Right, I think it's probably good game here. So, yeah, we've got Morning Patrol. We could have cast that to gain 2 life, but it wouldn't have achieved much. So one question is, right, I had Cathartic Pyre early game. Should I have just blown up the Death Bonnet Sprout instead of the Liberator? 2020 hindsight, maybe that would have been a better choice. He would have milled less stuff. I ended up trading my 4/3 Vampire for the Death Bonnet Sprout later on. Right, on to the next one. And I think so. This is draft number 12. I think that's the first time I've had Rise of the Ants played against me, but I am aware of it as being, a mythic uncommon. Basically, just that's how one of the guides puts it. It's just very powerful card. Okay, this guy's platinum. So the previous guy was diamond, I guess. But I always get confused between diamond and mythic. Right. 2 mountains. It's an all red hand, so a light up the night could flip my flame channelers potentially. So it seems like a plan. If we don't top deck any land, we could do that for 1, and it would do 2 damage to something. Oh, that's a good start. That is a nice top deck. Right, get a 3rd land, and it's the right colour. What's with these guys drawing their 1-drops and playing them on turn 1? Doesn't seem fair. Okay. Instead, courage. Right. Yeah. We'll do a flame channeler. How much? It's 3 to sack another creature. Okay, and draw a card and do all of that stuff. Okay, no blocks. Okay. I've got a list of instants that I've made. I'm just going to check what the black instants are. Infernal Grasp, Olivia's Midnight Ambush, Bladebrand. Yeah. Okay, I think we're okay. I don't think there's a bring this guy back from the graveyard thing. Now, Light Up the Night, I guess that scales up. That can kill higher toughness creatures. So maybe we ought to play the Cathartic Pyre on this guy. That's what I'm thinking. So I nearly did Light Up the Night, but then I had a little think. Right, and the turn there. Because he could have a 4 toughness creature like the Soul Guide Griff later on. Shady Traveller, in fact, has toughness 4 when it flips. I think rather than the Brimstone Vandal, we want the Flame Channeler. We're going to swing in like that. He's going to swing back for 2 damage. We're going to play another Flame Channeler though. We like flipping our Flame Channelers, and we'll end the turn. Okay, 2 cards left. He's in. He could play a Soul Guide Griff now. But it's the Baneblade Scoundrel. Okay. Okie doke, okie doke. We don't have our Moonrager slash and swing for 6 seems good, honestly. Don't know if we're missing anything. We could use that token to see if we get a land. I don't know, it seems like a waste a little bit. Siege zombie, okay. My turn. Oh, that's very sweet. Okay. Right. Burn the Accursed on its relevant blocker, I guess. That is instant speed. Maybe we just swing in. Okay, yeah, do it like that. And pop the Traveller. That's getting defenestrated, okay. Ooh, Arrogant Outlaw, okie doke. Right, let's take a flame counter off. This is my big idea. Oh, we could. There is this potential we could lose the big card in my deck. Okay, let's do a 1-point light up the night because it should do 2 damage, right? And we'll do a Brimstone Vandal as well because it's got Menace. Digraph Horde. Okay. Here's the plan, right? In with Brimstone Vandal and do nothing, because then it's got Menace, it can't block it, and it'll do 1 damage when it switches to nighttime. Yeah, nice. Love it when a plan comes together. But that was crazy. I just drew all my burn spells there. If I was on the receiving end of that, I would not be happy. I'd be saying things like, he drew how many removal spells? That was ridiculous. Because it was Cathartic Pyre, Moonrager slash, the X spell, Burn the Accursed. I literally had 4 removal spells, which is just stupid. This hand isn't so good. We don't have white mana. We've just got defensive spells. I think we can... I'm going to risk a mulligan here. Just watch me draw a 1-land hand. Okay, it's better. It's better. We will drop the Elementalist. We're on the draw, so against green-red, I think we might have problems against big creatures, so that this might be an issue. If it switches to night, we don't want it to switch to night. He can pop the stuffed bear if he wants. Okay, oh right, yeah, that stops things from blocking. That's quite nasty. think I'll play a Brimstone Vandal here. Oh, Flame Channeler. Quite a threatening card, I would say. Do we swing with the Brimstone Vandal here? I'd say yes. Pretty cool. We'll play the Search Party Captain. It's a 2/2. Decent blocker. Draws us a card as well. He's drawn a land, so that's going to help him a great deal. Oh, he's going to do nothing to switch his, flip his Frenzied Trap Breaker. Right. It's an interesting situation. I want to blow this thing up, but he'll sacrifice it in response. Okay, I think I'm going to start swinging him with Stuffed Bear. That's going to encourage him to blow it up. Of course, if I do 2 spells, I switch it back to... I can't do 2 spells. Okay. So it's going to be a trade-off, because he's going to get to kill this for free anyway and keep the Trap Breaker. I think I just have to Moonrager slash it now. Might be a mistake, but... And he's got his Moonrager slash there, right, to flip this. Nice. Tovalar, well that's absolutely terrible. And he gets to draw a card. So that's his nice rare he's got. My 3 damage spell would not have killed that in any case. Let's play Brimstone Vandal. No attacks. So I thought I was doing well because he was stuck on 2 land, but he had obviously 3 2-drops. And that's a huge, huge creature. 8/7. We're in an enormous amount of trouble here. I thought the yeah, green-red would be a problem because we can't really kill it. What can he do? Oh yeah, he can pump this guy up. I can do it 8 damage. So I can trade all my creatures for this huge creature. Seems like a terrible deal, but it's my only option. Probably a good thing I did mulligan this game, though. Yeah, we're not sure about blowing up the Outland Liberator again, but it seemed like the right call at the time. Gets to draw a card. But yeah, we're not set up for this deck because we just didn't. I didn't pack my silver bolts. Right, it's going to stop things blocking, I guess. Okay, I guess we'll block here. Stop him getting a card. Yeah, give it trample to still get the card, so you don't really stop him. He's got his Purifying Dragon, great. Okay. Reckless Stormseeker in the deck as well, that's nice. It goes nicely with the Tovalar. Okay, so that's 2 and 2. Let's get into that, well, potentially the last game. I guess another way of playing around the Liberator would be just to double spell at night to turn it back to daytime, so he can't just kill my stuffed bear effortlessly by attacking. But yeah, I don't think there wasn't too much hope there. So 2-drop, 3-drop, and 4-drop that might get cheaper, and a removal spell. Seems alright. And we're on the play here. Got our incredibly aggressive Beloved Beggar. Now we could attack and play Search Party Captain, but I think I'll play the Vandal on balance. I think I'll still be able to attack next turn. Okay. Right. We can hold this guy back for blocking if we don't attack, and then play this guy for 3. See if we can top deck a land. Nope. Good card. So if he gets Coven, he can give something double strike, which is very scary. We don't have Coven yet ourselves, but we've definitely got one play. We've got his Candletrap and Exile, if we get Coven, which is pretty cool. So let's play our Flame Channeler. And we could actually light up the night on Ritual Guardian for 2 damage and flip the Flame Channeler, and to give ourselves Coven, and then we're going to plan to kill Jewelcraft Trainer next turn. I think that's a sound plan. That should do 2 damage. And we'll attack with the Menace creature. Okay, Morbid Opportunist. We've got Coven. I'm going to Candletrap and exile Jewelcraft Trainer because it won't trigger Morbid Opportunist. See if he's got like a sacrifice card. Okay, and in with these 2, I think. Right, do we see a combat trick go off here? Oh, Olivia's Midnight Ambush, nice. Okay. And he gets to draw a card. Yeah. Maybe we should have killed this. I'm just thinking. If he draws a lot... Oh, no. Oh, he's got more creature removal. Yeah, I think we've made a blunder here. Now he draws another card. Oh, God. Ghoulish Procession. God. Right, well, we found Cathartic Pyre. Yeah, that wasn't good. Don't underestimate what Morbid Opportunist can do. And we might as well play a Stuffed Bear, I think, at this point. Okay, yeah. We're gonna have a... Yeah. So... hold back the Elementalist, because I want to activate my Stuffed Bear. It's just one of these stuffed bear things. We want to attack with it, definitely. Okay, what trick has he got here? Loyal Griff. Interesting. He's going to do that and bounce the Celestus Sanctifier. Okay. Very good. Okay, we'll play a Morning Patrol. He's down to one card. Okay, again, I think it will be Stuffed Bear time. Because we've drawn another 3-drop. Another Midnight Ambush. It's a Blade Brand. Okay, so it's going to take out the bear and draw a card. Okay, and we'll play a Vandal. Okay, another land. Jewelcraft Trainer. Okay. He does not have... Oh, that's quite cool. Okay. So, Ardent Elementalist, but we'll just bring back Cathartic Pyre and cast it, I think. Take out the Jewelcraft Trainer. Trades off there, 4 damage through. Yeah. Got him. So we are sort of missing a way to kill our own Beloved Beggar. We could discard it to Cathartic Pyre, I suppose, if we didn't need it as removal. That's good, that's at least 50-50. Okay, little issue here. So it's a white mana, Beloved Beggar. Double red card. I think we can mulligan this, I would say. It's all red this time. We've got Stuffed Bear. We've got 2 drops. We kind of need to hit. So we can play Flame Channeler and Stuffed Bear. I think. Don't really want to go down to 5 cards. We'll keep 6. Put the 4-drop on the bottom. Fingers crossed. And we're on the play as well. Wonderful. Okay, here we go. Flame Channeler. And he's dead. Stuffed Bear. Stuffed Bear has a lot to do. Nice weak card, that one. Oh my goodness, we actually hit our planes. Okay, so let's get our big creature. Ron Reunion, that is disappearing, okay. He's got loads of cards left. What's he up to? Well, we're not sure. We're going to activate a Stuffed Bear. and attack with everything. The Sun Gold Barrage, right, that's what he was preparing, fair enough. Lot of removal in this deck. Or at least 2 removal cards down. That's a big creature. Okay. Okey-doke, let's play a Plains. How do we stop this guy? Well, chuck these 2 in front with a Sacred Fire, I guess. Okay, that's the mob. Right, that's that unruly mob, get into 2-2. Oh yeah, Rotten Reunion gets that. And Sacred Fire takes out his mob. I'll swing in for 3. Poor old beggar. Yeah, didn't get a chance to do anything, but there you go. Helped my Clarion Cathars stay alive though. And we're in a bad situation now. No attacks. You hit another big creature. Another big creature. Eaten alive, sure, why not? That's a lot of removal. That's a lot of big creatures as well. Yeah, he had 3 removal this game. But also some big stuff. And it's all been exiled. Another Morkrut Behemoth, yeah. I mean, how many 5 and 6 drops is that? He's got 4. Not sure he's paying attention to the yeah, whatever you call it, the guidelines for draft. He's just well, unless he's drawn all of his top end, I guess. Okay, I'm just going to say good game, and I'm going to die. Right. So we did it. We went 50-50. I think we had, yeah, we had quite a bad opener there. We had to mulligan. We got a 2-lander, but so we recovered from the 2-lander, and then I think we did draw a little bit a few too many lands, if anything. That we've already added this. Let's have a little look at the deck. So I've got, the latest guide I've read is the thing I'm paying attention to is the mana curve. Just a recommended draft mana curve. It's for a 40 card deck. It's 2 1-drops, 7 2-drops, 6/3, 4 4s, 2 2s, and 1 6. So I'm kind of there or thereabouts. That's influenced the cards I've picked during the draft, as well as the deck that I've built at the end. Oh, we never actually saw Adeline, but that's that's pretty typical. I mean, there's always some cards you don't see. Would have been nice. I think it probably the strongest card I've got, but it's quite hard to cast, obviously. We didn't have, at least we didn't get the situation where we had it but couldn't cast it. Beloved Beggar was just a wall in this run. If you're playing, I guess, white-black, you might have a way of sacrificing him to Eaten Alive or something like that. And then he got exiled from the graveyard in that last game. I think Candletrap was good. We used it once to exile something, but it was probably arguably the wrong thing. We should have taken out the Morbid Opportunist first. Because we should have read that card and gone, oh yes, it works when he blows up my creatures. I had it in my mind that it's for when your own creatures, other creatures die, you get to draw a card. But no, it's for any creature. Yeah, Cathartic Pyre, that was pretty good. We got to actually recycle that as well with the Elementalist. It's one of these cards that I rate quite highly, and it never does anything when I play it. But so this is good to actually see the Elementalist do something, recycle a card, and let me blow something up and win the game. Festival Crasher didn't do anything. Flame Channelers were really fantastic. We got to flip them. We got to remove flame counters. I think we played a land from the card we exiled, so that was pretty cool. Yep, Sacred Fire is just a good spell. Stuff Bear was good again this round, I think. We had to sort of play around it a bit, so it kind of delayed our Elementalist in one game, because we kept drawing 3 drops and we had 5 mana. So, but the right choice was to just keep slamming in with a 4/4 Bear, I think. Didn't see much Morning Patrol. Brimstone Vandal, that helped me just win one game by doing the last point of damage. By just doing nothing and switching it to nighttime. Yeah, Moonrager Slash pretty good. We never actually saw Neonate's Rush, but against the big creatures we were facing, it probably wouldn't have been very useful. Yeah, Cathars are good. Didn't see Odric's Outrider at all. Famished Foragers. I remember we had one really good turn. I think we swung in with the Vandal, played the Foragers, played another Vandal. That was quite good. That's sort of peak performance for the Foragers. That's sort of the Forager dream. Burn the Accursed is good removal. Purifying Dragon. I think it had to chump block an 8/7, didn't it, in that last game? Yeah, potentially pretty good. I think it was. I think we played it and somebody conceded in one of the games, so that was quite good. And Light Up the Night is just a good X spell removal thing. Yeah, that was fun. That was, I think, 50-50 in gold. It's pretty decent. I definitely went through a phase of going 1 and 3, 0 and 3 in gold ELO in draft. So I'm doing a little bit better. I'm sort of going 2 and 3 and 3 and 3. So that is an improvement. There we go. 300 gems. Now, I actually have enough to buy a Mastery Pass. I think I might hold off for a little while. Right, anyway, that is a video, and thanks for watching.